Let's be real, man. This shit, it's getting wicked out here, bro. It's actually getting bad. It's getting bad out here. Y'all heard me say before. At least I can be. At least when this shit kicks off, whether it goes good or bad, at least I can say that I was the one that was exercising a little bit of caution when it comes to what the hell is going to happen with this attention being brought into the WNBA this year off of the back of Caitlin Clark. Now, earlier in my draft videos, in my early draft videos, in my mock draft videos, in my reactions, I kept saying, it's not really the WNBA's responsibility. It kind of is, but it kind of isn't. But I kept saying, I need the W to use Caitlin Clark's attention, the eyes that she will be bringing in. Use the gravity of Caitlin Clark to your advantage. But there's so much dumb shit floating around right now, and I want to set this record straight before anything else kicks off. Okay. So let me just start with some of the news you might have heard today. All right. Caitlin Clark getting a Nike signature shoe, obviously signature deal. They say it's 8 figures, somewhere upwards of 20 million as Shams reported. Great for Caitlin. I don't have no problem with that. I need people to understand. I don't have no problem with I need Caitlin to get her bag. I want Caitlin to get her monies. I want Caitlin to have a successful first year. Don't have any problem with Caitlin Clark. What I have a problem with is everyone that's seems, I don't want to call them cultists because I think that's kind of disrespectful, but to the Caitlin Clark dumbass loyalists. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people are Caitlin Clark fans. They've been fans of the W. A lot of people are Caitlin Clark fans. They're new fans of the W, but they're not on some dumb shit. But there's this certain section of Caitlin Clark loyalists that are dumb and ignorant. These are the Caitlin Clark is coming to save women's basketball. She's coming to save the WNBA. These are the, she clears Sabrina Ionescu. What are we doing? What are we actually doing right now? Oh, she's the only marketable player in the W. Dog, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? I get it. You can be a fan of Clark. You're new here. You're new to this arena. You're the we're only here for Clark. Okay, fine. Cool. Be loyal to the player that you like, the superstar you like. But why does that feed into the fact that you think now you can spew out misinformation and bullshit about this league that you've never cared to watch until now? And it's not even that you never cared to watch until now. It's the fact that you don't even look up shit about the league. You just start talking like Caitlin's leading this revolution. I've had to talk to multiple people already, social media, online, whatever. I've had to tell them, go look at what's happened in the WNBA in the past 2-3 seasons. Okay? Those of you who think Caitlin Clark's leading this crazy revolution in the W, obviously it's not. Obviously, a lot of it is her, right? She's bringing in a lot of attention, but it's really, she's a generational talent, right? But take this draft class. It's a generational draft class. You get what I'm saying? Yes, she's bringing in a different revolution. She's the lead. She head honcho of this new revolution, of this generational talent, that influx of college players that are about to be in the W. You have Caitlin now. You're gonna have Juju Watkins in a couple of years. You're gonna have Hannah Hidalgo in a couple of years, right? So yes, she's kind of she's leading that. She might be moving the needle the most, and it's the most evident, it's the most visible. Yes, I'm not taking that away from Clark. But you have to understand, I tell these people, look at what the WNBA has been doing the past 2 seasons. The past 2 seasons, they've broken their viewership records. And I believe it was last season they broke their attendance records. right? So the game has been going through revolutions, right? The game has been changing pre-Caitlin Clark. For some reason, people think the W's been stagnant. It's, as a W fan, sure. But for the past couple of seasons, that hasn't been the case. Pre-Caitlin Clark, y'all acting like the shit wasn't moving. You're acting like women's basketball wasn't going through a revolution. It was. Women's basketball, WNBA is just like a beach. It's like wave, right? So the different players that come in are kind of, let's say, okay, this player comes in. It's a little wave. You know what I'm saying? It's a little wave. It's just a little boost, right? But this player comes in. This player has everything, the skills, the marketability, the visibility, right? They got the following. So that's a big wave coming in, right? And then boom, Sabrina Ionescu, big wave. Asia Wilson, big wave, right? And then Caitlin Clark, huge ass wave. This wave you could probably surf on and shit, right? Boom, here comes Caitlin Clark and this generational talent. Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, Rakia Jackson, all this. This is a big ass wave coming into W. But it's not the only wave. Y'all acting like this is the only, like, y'all acting like there haven't been waves before. Like the shit hasn't been moving. Y'all acting like this is the end all. Like after this Clark shit, nothing else matters. I'm a W fan. Of course I want fucking players like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso. Of course I want generational talents entering the W because then everybody eats, right? But I keep saying you have to be careful about putting all your eggs in one basket. And that's what is happening. Take the Indiana Fever Instagram account, if you will, right? Look at their last 50 posts or some shit, right? Now, here's the thing about Indiana. They had, apart from maybe Chicago, LA, they probably had one of the best draft nights, apart from Las Vegas as well. They probably had one of the best draft nights in the entire W. They picked up Leilani Correa, Celeste Taylor, and Caitlin Clark. That's a solid draft night. That's a solid draft night. I get it. You have the number one draft pick. You have this generational talent. I get it. You're going to give her praise. She brings the numbers. Obviously, you're going, okay, you're going to milk that. I get that. But holy fuck. The goal is to use, or the goal should be to use, Caitlin Clark's gravity, the same gravity that has Indiana Fever's account going from 189,000 followers to 278 and counting now. The same gravity you use to showcase your players like Leilani Correa and Celeste Taylor. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, they might not make the team. Who gives a fuck? You have to make people aware of, like, this is how you spread the WNBA brand. Make people aware of these names. Use Caitlin Clark's gravity to bring more attention to some of these players. Go look at Indiana Fever's accounts. Tell me how many times Celeste Taylor has been fucking posted. Go show me how many times Leilani Correa has been posted. Now, again, the argument is going to be made that it's the Indiana Fever. It's their player. They just drafted this generational talent. They're going to milk that player for the numbers, the engagements, the sales, the tickets, whatever. I get that, right? But the thing is, they're not the only ones that end up doing that. There are other entities that end up doing that. Take, for instance, a WNBA cashing out on Caitlin Clark, 36 out of 40 Indiana Fever games on national TV. Okay, they're cashing out. Cool. All right. But here comes Nike. All right. Here comes Nike with Caitlin Clark. Shoe deal. Endorsement deal, great. I don't have a problem with that. I need everyone to understand I don't have a problem with that. I hope all these generational talents get their bag and get endorsements because they're not getting paid a lot in the W. So it could be, maybe the W for now could be a place where it's like tennis. Like in tennis, most of the money that the players make come from endorsements, right? The prize money is good as well. Don't get me wrong. Like the prize money is still good. Like their tournament, their competition money is good, especially their Grand Slam money has been increasing in the past few years. That's good. But at the same time, they make the most of their money through endorsements, like most athletes anyway. But maybe the WNBA could be that same place, right? So I don't have a problem with this endorsement and shit like that. Here's where I do have a problem. Caitlin Clark has yet to step on the fucking floor. Caitlin Clark has yet to step on the floor. Not saying she not gonna step on the floor, not kill, not drop 50, not have a successful rookie of the year. I get it. She's fully capable of that. But she has yet to step on the floor and readily has a signature shoe deal waiting for her. From Nike of all companies. Now let's go back, because a lot of the Clark loyalists, that same section of loyalists will say, oh, it's hate. Oh, she's the only marketable player. Bro, this is the same company. This is Nike that gave Sabrina Ionescu a shoe deal because obviously marketability. She has that great 3-point shooter. She has that Oregon ties. She has that, Nike connection, Kobe connection. She has that, right? But at the same time, Asia Wilson, who Nike has had playing in the Cosmic Unities, I think they're on their third line of the Cosmic Unities now, for the past couple of seasons, has been the face of the WNBA for the past couple of seasons. Who's Asia Wilson? Let's look at Asia Wilson's resume. 5-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, 2-time MVP, 2-time WNBA champion, 1 Finals MVP, and probably should have won the MVP last season, but somebody voted her 4th. And that's reckless. That's like scandalous right there. I don't know who gave Asia Wilson a 4th vote. We still need to figure out who gave her a 4th place vote when she's a top 3 player in the W, and no one would argue that. But probably should have had another MVP. Regardless, look at this resume, right? And tell me why Nike doesn't have Asia Wilson, doesn't have an Asia Wilson signature shoe line yet. But in comes Caitlin Clark, deservedly, cool. Signature shoe, cool. Don't have a problem with that. But she hasn't even hit the floor. You have Asia Wilson, who been on the floor, who been stacking her resume, been the face of the league, and you don't even have a signature line for her. So it's not that these other companies or that the WNBA, or it's just slowly focused on the Indiana Fever doing this, or just milking Caitlin Clark. But it seems to be everyone else doing the same shit. And my gut feeling, bro, this could go either really well or this could go really badly. But one thing I do know is that when you put all your eggs in one basket, bro, if that basket fucks up, you lose everything. Maybe it's just me, but when I see like, maybe just on a simple level, when I see people, when I see companies start piggybacking the same thing, usually somewhere along that route, just some bullshit happens and it fucks up the momentum. All right. It's like whenever I see people backpacking the same shit, like something just ends up going left. You remember when the NBA gave the Pelicans a Christmas game because that same summer Zion Williamson was drafted to the Pelicans? Did he end up playing in that Christmas game? No. You know why? Because he was hurt, right? So here they are trying to piggyback, trying to ride this wave, trying to do everything they can to get the most views, the most money out of their number 1 draft pick, and he ends up being hurt on Christmas Day. So the eyes that you were going to get on this Pelicans game, that you might have gotten on this Pelican game on Christmas Day, because I don't really know how many people are going to watch that anyway, didn't even happen because he was hurt. It's just, for me, in my experience, something usually fucks up the thing everyone's trying to ride the wave with. Everyone's trying to piggyback with. Everyone's trying to get on the bandwagon for. So I'm just I really just need people to understand. It's like, yes, Caitlin has all this attention. She's backpacking all this attention into the W. Use her gravity in the smartest way possible. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's going to do it for this video. I'm out of here. Take care, guys. Be safe. Stay blessed. Peace.